next week, but unfortunately this problem is possibly going to persist for us through our next week's game Wednesday when we have to come back up here to take on South Sevier in Monroe. Meanwhile, it's the first foul, it looks like, here against number 22 for Gunnison Valley, and I may have missed some fouls. I'm definitely going to have to check some stats at halftime. There's a shot no good for San Juan. Rebound and a three was no good for Brigham Nielsen. Now rebounded by Gunnison, and they run it up. It was originally missed, I think, by Jagger Neves, and he did hit a three meanwhile while Coach Easton Nielsen was talking there. Score right now is 21-19 in favor of Gunnison. So I've got all the San Juan points, but missing some points for the home squad. And now here we go. Let's see. It's Jagger trying to fall underneath, and down on the floor is Braxton Pickett for Gunnison Valley, and that is going to be, I'm not sure if they're calling a foul here or a timeout. I don't think so. I think it's just maybe it was a jump ball. Gunnison inbounds anyway, and they've got it in the offensive end. Nice little lob pass, and there's a wide open Overly at the top of the key. Elects not to shoot, and they were unaware that the time was expiring on the shot clock. It does expire, and that's a turnover to Gunnison Valley. So the Bulldogs give the ball back to the Broncos, and San Juan will inbound from the far sideline. Anthony Doan, and now Jake Ivins is checking back into the game, actually, as Jagger Neves takes a seat. So now we're set to go, and Anthony Doan hands off to Ivins. Ivins will dribble it across slowly. 4:02 left in the first half, so we're halfway through the second quarter. Glad you've joined us for High School Hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, as this is the second of two games this weekend up here in first Sevier and now San Pete County. And there's San Juan just trying to protect the basketball. They almost got it away from Anthony Doan, but he's able to knock it back out high, and the Broncos keep it. Now Jake Ivins dumps it down underneath, running out of time on the shot clock. This ball is deflected out of bounds off the leg of Overly. And so San Juan will have just 2 seconds to inbound and get a shot at the bucket here. Down 21-19. Here's Anthony Doan to inbound. Lobs it out high. R.J. Daly, quick release and nothing but net on the three. The senior has 9 points to lead all scorers, and the Broncos retake the lead 22-21. Here's Gunnison in the offensive end. At the top of the key, handing off is Pickett. Now Overly tries to dribble in on Keaton Ivins. Can't penetrate. He gets a return pass, though, and a nice little fade from the right baseline is good. I've got him with 4 points, but it might be more. I have missed one field goal and a foul shot, so I missed the trip to the foul line for Gunnison. Now San Juan is going to lose the ball as R.J. Daly couldn't handle a pass. He was moving out high while the pass was going low, so he knocked it out of bounds, and that is going to be a turnover against San Juan. So Gunnison Valley coming back across the line. They've regained the lead, meanwhile, 23-22. Here's Overly with the basketball. Backing Keaton Ivins in, and now Jake Ivins reaches in to try to get that ball, and he commits his second foul of the day. So 2 for Keaton Ivins, 2 for Jake Ivins. And I think that's all 4 fouls for San Juan in this game, unless I've missed something. And again, I'll check that at halftime. We're probably going to have a little bit of a lengthy break to start out the halftime period while I have to travel down and check out the stats that I miss. Hopefully I'll be able to do that quicker rather than later. This is a shooting foul here as they gave Overly continuation, and he does hit both. So it's now 25-22 for Gunnison. San Juan with it in the offensive end with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. On the perimeter, San Juan, the defense for Gunnison has come out high. And now Jake Ivins straight away to R.J. Daly, back to Ivins. Right wing for Daly again. He'll dribble one time with the left hand, pick it up, hand off to Ivins. Nothing really opening up down low for San Juan yet. Now Ivins moves the ball inside the arc. Here's a nice pass on the left side. Justice Black's shot partially blocked there. And here comes Gunnison the other way. Right wing, they set it up. Jet Hill with the basketball. And now they'll send a man inside, streaking right through the middle of the defense, laying it up and in with the right hand is Braxton Pickett. Make it 27-22 now for Gunnison as they stretch a 5-point lead. And we're into the final 95 seconds of the first half. Gunnison has led from the start, but it's been a back-and-forth game. I'm sorry, San Juan has held a couple of very brief leads. Here's an R.J. Dally three, no good. And rebounded by Gunnison defensively. So back they come. And setting it up out high near the midcourt line is Tice Hill. Now he bounces it inside to Tucker, the big man. San Juan double teams him, and Tucker draws the foul from the Broncos. Looks like this may be Justice Black's first. And that's San Juan's second in the half, but it's not going to be a factor as we're down to just 1:13 to go. So Gunnison will reset from the offensive baseline here. And now the ref signaling something, not sure. It's a fresh shot clock, it looks like. And San Juan actually steals the basketball. And up they run. Jake Ivins to the hole. He is hit at the basket. The shot was blocked, but it will be a foul. Not a clean block, they said. And the refs over here having a discussion with the meager student section that's over here on the near side in front of us. That looks like they're not allowed to sit with the parents and everybody over there. You got to send the students to the animal cage over here with us broadcasting the game. So the foul is the first on Braxton Pickett, and it sends Jake Ivins to the line for a couple shots. And Ivins misses here. Let's see. He did make the first. So it is now 27-23. Gunnison with the basketball back in the offensive end. And that was very close to a travel not called on Gunnison. Here's Tucker now backing it out into the right corner, putting up the three. It bounces off, rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos have it back in the offensive end now with just 40 seconds remaining. In the first half, that is. And it's R.J. Dally with the basketball straight away, handing off now to Jake Ivins on the right wing. He'll dribble with the left hand back to the top of the key. Lobs up a pass to Weston Jones. And then San Juan elects to call a timeout with 27 seconds left in the first half. I think we'll keep it right here and we'll just take a break and kind of maybe set the stage. We're already halftime basically, but coming in, these two teams very evenly matched. San Juan moving to 6-7 with the win last night over North Sevier. And Gunnison Valley losing to Grand County last night in a shootout. You heard me talking with Coach Mooseman about that, but they dropped to 6-6 on the season with that loss to Grand County. So Grand County and San Juan passing in the night, and Grand County playing at North Summit today, where we played last night. These two towns only 15 minutes apart, so that is what is happening. And we are set to finish out this first half here as San Juan inbounds the basketball following their timeout. They get it down into the corner, and R.J. Dally makes no mistake, drains the right corner three. He's up to a game-high 12 points now, and San Juan pulls back to within one, 27-26. Now Justice Black goes up over the top of Tyson Tucker, trying to knock a pass away, and that'll be the second foul on the San Juan Senior Center. And Gunnison inbounds the basketball with under 10 to go in the half. Shot clock is off. Into the corner, now dribbling into the paint is Jet Hill, and he draws the shooting foul to San Juan. And this may be the third on Jake Ivins. Let's see who they give it to. No, I'm sorry. That'll be Weston Jones's first. So that's a break for San Juan. Instead of one player getting his third foul, that's just one on Weston Jones. And now the first foul shot from Jet Hill is good. So that increases Gunnison's lead back to 2. It's 28-26. And there's less than a second remaining in the period. The second shot falls off, and that will do it. Time expired before San Juan could throw that one down court. So the Broncos trailing Gunnison Valley 28-26 at the halftime break. We will take a break, send it back to the studio, and we'll come back out for some first half stats once I go down and track those down. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC Coalition and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County. Let's do this!
Blue Mountain Hospital is offering in-hospital and at-home dialysis, advanced sleep study clinics, pain management, hip and joint replacements, and cutting-edge radiology, including 3D mammograms. We're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
Mom?
Dad, sometimes I'm gonna be a little impulsive.
I mean, I'm a teenager.
Not to freak you out or anything, but the leading cause of death in Utah for teens
Is suicide.
So help us out here.
Because
We may be impulsive,
but we want to live. almost all the time.
but in case there are times when we forget that,
keep your guns and ammo locked up safely.
because doing this little thing
Can make a big difference.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Men can take a hit, we can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do. 24/7.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Actually, between Gunnison and Centerville up here, so that's why it's called Gunnison Valley. It's kind of a collected area school here, and so we do welcome you in as our technical difficulties continue. My apologies again for the dead air that we experienced there at halftime on the radio side. I know we've had some weird issues on the stream today too. I think we had some errant content for a while there on our basketball screen. That's all right. Stream, I should say. But I think maybe we've gotten the ship righted here and just in time to experience the second half here at Gunnison. This was a fun first half, back and forth. A lot of up and down, and it's 28-26 Gunnison at the break. And these stats are going to be way loosely unofficial. I know I missed some shooting stats, but maybe we can kind of get an idea. San Juan, 9 of 20 in the first half from the floor, 45%. And Gunnison shooting 10 of 15 for 67%. And again, these just very loose. I'm not even really going to go through the rest of those. I did have both teams rebounding 7 times in that first half. The second half is going to be a little bit more accurate now. I think that I've kind of got my feet under me, and we'll see how it goes. But individually, I think we've got the points right. I may have something wrong for Gunnison, but I think I'm pretty close for San Juan. And R.J. Dally leading the way for everybody with 12 points. He scored 4 3-point baskets in that first half. 5 for Jagger Neves through the first 16 minutes. It's a 4-point game so far for Anthony Doan, 3 for Jake Ivins, and 2 for Justice Black. And I think I got everybody there and didn't miss anybody on the sheet for San Juan. Tyson Tucker, not surprisingly, leading the way for Gunnison Valley. He has 10. Zach Overly has 6. Jet Hill with 4. 3 each for Houston McDonald and Tice Hill. And Braxton Pickett has 2. So that rounds out the 3-point baskets for them. They had 3, 1 each for Jet Hill, Houston McDonald and Tice Hill. And that may be where my stats are incorrect. Actually, I think there was a 3-point basket. I had some points maybe for Houston McDonald, which weren't his, but we'll just go with it and call it good, I think, this time around. Let's take a look at some scores from yesterday, and we've got a lot of action still going on today just in our listening area. We already mentioned Grand County beating Gunnison last night, 67-64 in that one. Of course, the Broncos beat North Sevier 56-46, kind of going away in that one. That was due to some late foul shooting because that game was a lot closer than the score would indicate. The Monument Valley Lady Cougars beating Wendover in a matchup between the number 1 and 2 teams in the 1A girls ranks. And that was a 63. Not only did they beat them pretty handily, 63-48. So congrats to the Lady Cougars, and they just continue to march. They are at St. Joseph today, but the big win over Wendover yesterday. The Grand County girls beating Gunnison last night, 55-50. The San Juan girls suffered a loss, 40-27 was the final versus North Sevier at home. So today, those teams are all switching places, Grand and San Juan. So the Grand boys are at North Sevier today, while the boys, of course, are here at Gunnison. The San Juan girls are hosting Gunnison, while the Grand girls are hosting North Sevier. I mentioned the Monument Valley girls are at St. Joseph today. The White Horse boys beat Pinnacle last night in double overtime, 81-77. I did not mention that one. And so White Horse is at Green River today for a matchup between local teams. And the other game on the hardwood today, Nucla, the only local Colorado team getting back to action in the new year, is at Uray. And we are underway in the second half here. San Juan possessing to start, but they lose the basketball as it's stolen away. And now a turnover for Gunnison. So the turnover here, first the steal for Gunnison, and then the turnover. And scoring is Keaton Ivins, but answering back is Braxton Pickett. So it is 30-28. The two teams trading turnovers and trading buckets. I think they've had an error with their mic over on the far side. Not right now, able to announce the scorers, and now San Juan will turn the ball over. So that is the fourth turnover of the game unofficially for the Broncos with that one. And it is a 30-28 lead. Gunnison has led for the most part in this one. And they have the basketball in the offensive end. Driving through traffic is Tucker. It opens up for him. He outweights the defense, spins to the hole, and finishes with the right hand off the glass. 4-point lead now for the Bulldogs, 32-28. San Juan with it in the offensive end. And now there's R.J. Dally putting up a shot, partially blocked by Tucker. Keaton Ivins has a shot blocked. So Ivins and I think I may have said Brigham Nielsen that time, but at any rate, both of them missing, having shots blocked. Gunnison has the basketball coming back into the offensive end. And they've got it set up. Jet Hill with it. Right wing, he goes down into the corner. Now they dump it down inside to Tucker. That's the man they like to go to. He backs his way into the basket, but he was too low. And now draining a three on the kick out is Jack Overly. 35-28. It's a 7-point lead for Gunnison. Jake Ivins on the drive through traffic, and it looks like he will draw a foul to the Bulldogs. This will be the first foul of the second half, and it's Jet Hill, I think. It is his second. So Jet Hill guilty of his second foul. Now San Juan a little out of sorts on the baseline. First of all, Anthony Doan dropped the ball, so it bounced on the baseline. Then he just immediately tried to shove it inbounds, and it was deflected out of bounds unwittingly by Braxton Pickett. Nobody had turned around to even see that. And now San Juan will inbound from the corner sideline. And it's Nielsen across the top of the key. Picks it up, hands left side to Ivins. Ivins hands back to Nielsen. Now he gets it right back. Ivins is open, drives into the paint, hands off to Keaton Ivins, and he travels as he kind of pinballed off a couple of Gunnison defenders there and ended up turning the ball over. So San Juan commits their fifth turnover unofficially here. And we are down to 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Here's a right corner three, yes, for Tice Hill. He has 6, and it's a 10-point lead all of a sudden as this one's starting to get a little bit out of hand for San Juan. Now Jake Ivins floats a runner up too high off the glass. Rebounded by the Broncos, though. And a foul to Gunnison. So the Broncos will get shots as Keaton Ivins will make a trip. And it is the second foul on Braxton Pickett for Gunnison here in this third quarter, in the game. And then the second foul to Gunnison in this quarter. And Keaton Ivins gets a nice roll on the first of his 2 foul shots. That makes it 38-29. So San Juan, not a whole lot of offense yet in this third quarter. So these foul shots are key, and they do get both from Keaton Ivins. And now Gunnison with some stop-start moves. Tice Hill comes across the line, then hands off to Overly. Overly trying to get around Anthony Doan. A spin move. He loses the ball temporarily. Now from his back, tosses it in the air, and right there is Jet Hill. So Gunnison keeps it in the offensive end. 10 on the shot. And now to the right wing, it's Tyson Tucker going left wing. Here's a three on the way. Yes. Nice play by Gunnison Valley. Good control, and they get the three-point bucket to make it an 11-point game, 41-29. So San Juan has their hands full in this third quarter. Gunnison has outscored them drastically in this opening quarter of the second half. Here is Brigham Nielsen at the top of the key. Goes right wing for Daly. Now to Ivins, on to Anthony Doan left wing. Bounces into the paint, floats up a 10-footer, no good. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley, and the Bulldogs will run it up. They send it up in a pass to Jet Hill. He drives in on Brigham Nielsen, but Nielsen covers well. Now they go into the corner. Spinning his way on the baseline is Tice Hill, and he misses the floater. And it's rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos bring it back up, and now a foul to Gunnison as Jake Ivins drove into the paint. And let's see, this will be the third foul on Braxton Pickett. So back-to-back fouls on the sophomore forward for Gunnison, and Jake Ivins is at the line. And the Broncos desperately needing some offense here in this third quarter, now down 41-30. Jake Ivins' first shot, however, is flat and short, so that's not going to get it done. And now Weston Jones and Jayton Knight are both checking in for San Juan as Brigham Nielsen and R.J. Daly check out. And it'll be Jake Ivins at the line for his second shot and does not get the roll. So the Broncos can't make up any ground on that trip to the line. It remains 41-30 for Gunnison. We're halfway through the third quarter. And the Bulldogs have it in the offensive end. Driving to the left side is Tice Hill. He comes cross court for Zach Overly. Puts up the three and drains it. And the Gunnison long-range shooting has heated up in this third quarter. That's 4 straight three-point baskets. Now Anthony Doan runs into a screen of his own player, Weston Jones, over there. That's kind of how it's going right now for San Juan. Here's Jake Ivins into the paint and hits a little hook shot from 4 feet. So the Broncos back on the board, and they pulled to within 12, 44-32. The Gunnison lead was up to as much as 14 there temporarily, and they'll try to increase it back to that mark right here, or 15 with a three. They have it in the offensive end. Here is Tyson Tucker going to the hole. Makes no mistake, right through the San Juan D, hard to the basket, and finishes from the left side. Here's Keaton Ivins getting a pass deep in the offensive end. Has to kick it back out. Jake Ivins has it. Goes straight away to Anthony Doan. Doan will dribble in. Backs his man in. Spins to the bucket. Can't score, but he does draw a foul. He'll go to the line. And that's going to be number 22, Houston McDonald, for his second foul of the day. And that is 4 for Gunnison in the third quarter. San Juan has not committed a foul in this quarter. Anthony Doan's foul shot bounces off. So the Broncos have fallen cold both from the floor and from the foul line here in this third quarter. As Doan begins this trip with a miss, and now the referee's discussing something. And I'm not sure what that would be, as they're going to take a timeout over there and try to figure something out. So we've got a moment. We can let you know that High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is being brought to you today in part by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, and Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. And was that a missed shot on the inbound play, I guess? Yeah, San Juan missed. I'm not sure who, but I'll give it to someone. And then Tyson Tucker missing a 3, coming back the other way. 2 defensive rebounds, 1 for either team. San Juan now in the offensive end with it. And it's Anthony Doan trying to lob it underneath. It does find its way to Weston Jones. Now to Jake Ivins, spins away from the D and gets the runner to go. Nice basket that time for Jake Ivins. And it looks like Gunnison's going to call a timeout with 2:12 to go in the third quarter and a 46-34 lead. The Broncos have got to go to work here, starting to run out of time. We'll take a quick break ourselves. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Back live to Gunnison Valley High School in Gunnison, Utah, where we've got 2:12 left in the third quarter of the second of two matchups for the San Juan boys here up north. Central Utah, actually, but farther north than Blanding and Monticello, of course, our neck of the woods. It's a 46-34 lead for the hometown Bulldogs, and they've got the basketball as we come out of this timeout. Weston Jones almost able to steal that away from McDonald, but now he hands off to Tyson Tucker. Tucker stops his drive, waits for the D to react, and then lays it up and in off the glass on a beautiful play. And you can see why this 6'2 forward is an all-star. Now he blocks a shot from Jake Ivins the other way, but they're going to call him for a foul late in the shot motion, and the crowd here doesn't like it. I'm sorry, it's actually going to be on Houston McDonald. So not on the Tyson Tucker, but on McDonald, and Jake Ivins makes the first of the two foul shots. So he has 8 points now. Going to try to make it 9. And he does. He's able to score on the second shot as well. So it's 48-36. And coming back the other way, a foul to San Juan, and going down on the play was Jayton Knight, but it will be his first foul of the afternoon and also the first for San Juan in this third quarter. And this comes with 100 seconds left in the quarter. So obviously Gunnison is not going to be going into the bonus this period. San Juan is already there for the last minute and a half. Here's Gunnison with the basketball in the offensive end. Their long-range shooting has heated up impressively in this third quarter. They've hit at least 4 threes. I think it may be more, but that was part of building their lead, which is at 12 right now, 48-36. Now Tyson Tucker is forced into a bad shot off the glass, and that's the first one he's missed for in a while. As San Juan gets the rebound, they bring it back in, and now the ball knocked out of bounds by Tucker underneath the basket, away from Trip Palmer. And so San Juan will reset in the offensive end with just over a minute to go in the third, and down 48-36. So San Juan is looking for some big offense here. You heard Coach Easton Nielsen talking in that interview about the illnesses that San Juan's dealing with, a little bit short-handed, just physically and emotionally here, I think, on this trip. And it's tough to go on a long trip, but right now the Broncos have got to find something special as we get set to head into the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Trip Palmer commits a foul here on the rebound. It was a rebound for Gunnison on a miss from Weston Jones on the three. And Gunnison will now inbound and run the floor. And a pass underneath the basket is knocked out of bounds by Jake Ivins, who is screaming through the lane coming from the backcourt there. And so the Bulldogs will reset from the offensive baseline, I should say, in the final 44 seconds of the third quarter. And they'll set it up on the perimeter. Bounce it in the middle. Tucker had a pass knocked away, but it comes down to another Gunnison player now baseline drive. A shot is swatted, but he either stepped on the baseline or was fouled. Looks like it'll be the third foul on Jake Ivins. So that is now San Juan's third in the third quarter. And down to just under 30 seconds to go in this quarter. Jagger Neves is going to check in for San Juan. And Gunnison will try to run an inbound play here. They get it in, and now baseline drive. The runner is up, no good from Houston McDonald, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And it looks like that's Weston Jones' second foul. As Houston McDonald goes to the line for Gunnison to shoot a couple here. First is on the way, nothing but net. So that increases the lead to 13, 49-36 for Gunnison. One more shot for McDonald on this trip. Also straight through. And Gunnison the first to 50. It is a 14-point lead over San Juan in the final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Anthony Doan dribbles in for San Juan. And now sends an elbow out and shoves Talon Dyring a little bit. And that'll be a foul on Doan offensively. So that turns it back over to Gunnison, and they will most likely have the last possession of the half. And now the referee's discussing something, but it'll be Gunnison to inbound and a full court press now for San Juan. So this is the first that Gunnison has seen that. And they do break it fairly easily into the offensive end with 9 seconds to go. Nice lob on the runner, no good for Dyring, and San Juan brings it down. Now a shot from the left corner. Jayton Knight is no good. And the third quarter comes to a close on that errant three from Knight. And the score after three quarters, Gunnison 50, San Juan 36. Down by 14 heading into the final period. We'll take a break and come out for the fourth quarter. Stay with us live from Gunnison Valley High School in Gunnison. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to Gunnison Valley High School in Gunnison, Utah, the site of our high school hoops matchup today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live with San Juan in town taking on the Gunnison Bulldogs. And here are the Broncos. Trip Palmer getting to the bucket and scoring for San Juan to start the scoring here in the fourth quarter. So that's a start. Gunnison had missed a shot down here. Now San Juan steals it away from Gunnison. And the Broncos run it back up. And now Jake Ivins is fouled as he goes to the hole, and he goes tumbling out of bounds, and you can just kind of see the exhaustion on these San Juan players. They don't normally look this lethargic, and I know they're dealing with the flu and other stuff coming through, so just a team that seems to be kind of under the weather here on this lengthy trip. And Jake Ivins unable to get enough mustard on this first foul shot. It bounces off short. Foul was the third on Carter. Let's see. Maybe it was the first on Jackson Allen. Let's see who's on the floor. No, I think it's I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah. The foul was on one, but they got three up there. Another foul on the rebound here as Jake Ivins could not make the second foul shot either. And then this foul is going to be the second on Brigham Nielsen, I'm guessing. I think I've just got some foul numbers that are off the mark, so I probably missed some fouls early in the period. There's a foul apiece at any rate here in this fourth quarter for either team, and now a charge on Tyson Tucker will be his first of the night. And the crowd doesn't like the charge here at Gunnison High School. We're down to 6:59 to go in this ball game now, and San Juan is down by 12, 50-38. And the Broncos walk it up. Anthony Doan to the right wing, sends it back out to Jagger Neves, now to Weston Jones. Little crossover at the free throw line. Hands off for R.J. Daly. He goes right wing for Anthony Doan. Doan to the baseline, spins away from the defense. Now puts up the fade off the glass, no good. And it's pulled down by Gunnison Valley. They'll run it up. They had a man down under the basket open, but he was too low. And they'll kick it back out to the perimeter. Tice Hill on the dribble out in the midcourt paint. There's paint all over this floor. It's not just at midcourt. And now there's a drive. Missing the shot on the way through is Braxton Pickett. San Juan coming back the other way. Anthony Doan is just allowed to meander his way through the D, but he can't finish from the right side. And so Gunnison Valley gets the rebound. They'll walk it back up. Now it opens up in the middle, and Braxton Pickett seizes the day, goes right up the gut, and lays it up and in off the glass. Now R.J. Daly is open for a left wing three, yes. And R.J. Daly is the one man who's been on fire today for San Juan. With that bucket, he has 15, all by way of the three, and San Juan stays within 11, 52-41. Another timeout here at Gunnison Valley High School. We'll send it back as well, and we'll return as we continue the fourth quarter. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Hospital is offering in-hospital and at-home dialysis, advanced sleep study clinics, pain management, hip and joint replacements, and cutting-edge radiology, including 3D mammograms. We're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
Minutes and 44 seconds of this game today, the second of our two-game matchup this weekend in Central Utah, with the San Juan Broncos visiting North Sevier, and winning last night, but struggling against Gunnison Valley here today as we are back underway. Tice Hill missing a three from the left corner for Gunnison, but they get their own rebound and can reset it. Drive underneath the basket, but missing the reverse layup try was Jack Overly. And San Juan gets that rebound, and the Broncos have it set up now. Anthony Doan straight away. Into the right corner for Jones. Back up top for Doan. Drives in, kicks out. Weston Jones three, no. Rebounded by Gunnison. And they will send it up quickly, but pulling up here and now handing off. Tyson Tucker has it. And they'll go down into the corner. Tyson Tucker is dangerous if he's given space. He missed the shot, but helps to get his own rebound. And now a three is on the way, nothing but net for Tice Hill. And that makes it 55-41, a 14-point lead. As San Juan has it back in the offensive end. But starting to run out of time now. There's a nice pass to Keaton Ivins, left of the basket, and he lays it up and in from the left side, 55-43. So San Juan's back to within 12. And there is a shot no good for Braxton Pickett coming back the other way. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos run it up. Anthony Doan, same move. Goes to the hole, can't score on 2 tries. Got his own rebound, couldn't score again, and then Gunnison Valley pulls the board down. Under 4 minutes to go now in this game and a 55-43 lead. So unless the Broncos find something special here in the next few moments, they're going to be returning home on this trip with a 1-win, 1-loss situation as Gunnison Valley inbounds the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 3:45 on the game. And Tyson Tucker has it in the corner for the Bulldogs. Into the paint, it's stolen away by Jake Ivins and then stolen back away. And going to the hole, unable to score is Zach Overly, but he does draw a foul and will shoot 2. Anthony Doan second on the day. That's the second for both teams now in this fourth quarter as Zach Overly goes to the line. Drains the first shot. So he has 13 for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. Second shot on the way, rolls in. So it's a 14-point lead again for Gunnison, 57-43. Jake Ivins has it for San Juan as they work it in. Now Jagger Neves spins his way to the paint, has to kick it back out though. Now it's R.J. Daly straight away. Anthony Doan into Jake Ivins through traffic. He got to the bucket but then kicked it back out for Keaton Ivins and he missed the jumper. San Juan tracks down their own rebound though. And now what are they calling? A foul on Gunnison it looks like. That'll be Jet Hill's third and Gunnison's third in the quarter. San Juan resetting on the baseline is all. And Anthony Doan will bounce it into Jagger Neves. He's under the basket. He's fouled as he goes up for the shot, and that's the 4th on Jet Hill. So Jagger Neves will go to the line here for San Juan. And let's see, San Juan down by 14, 3:07 left in the game, and the shot from Neves is short. Second shot forthcoming. And that one rolls in. So it's 57-44 on that trip. And now Gunnison Valley turns it over as San Juan's press came in and applied pressure. The Broncos have a look out of the corner. R.J. Daly drains the 3 again. Daly has 6 3-point baskets in the game, and that pulls the Broncos back to within 10, 57-47. A timeout now on the floor, just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here, 2:53 to go in this game. And again, a 57-47 lead for the hometown Gunnison Bulldogs. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, brought to you in part today by Red Mechanical, San Juan Building Supply, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telecom, Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Reds Ace Hardware, and Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores. A big thanks to all the sponsors who make the broadcast possible, and of course, that's only a few of them right there. As we get back underway following the Gunnison timeout, San Juan pulled back to within 10 with a 3-point basket from R.J. Daly. He has a game-high 18 points, 6 3-point baskets for the senior today. Gunnison with the basketball in the offensive end, though, and here's Tyson Tucker. He'll hand off, or he thought he was going to. Braxton Pickett doesn't take it cleanly, but it took a fortuitous bounce for Gunnison, and they keep it in the offensive end. Down to 4 on the shot clock. And here's just a prayer thrown up from long range for Tice Hill. That was blocked, I think, by San Juan. And now the Broncos coming the other way. Jake Ivins airballs a three. And he takes it from the student section over here. That's always fun for student sections. And Gunnison gets set to inbound. And they've got the ball quickly in the offensive end. It opened up momentarily as the Bronco defense kind of fell asleep, but they close back in to not allow Zach Overly to just go right to the bucket. Overly has it again out on the high right wing. Hands down to the wing, it's Jet Hill. Hill finds Tyson Tucker. He works his way under the basket, draws a foul on the floor, and won't be shooting. This will just be the third foul on San Juan, and it's on Neves. That is his second today. And Gunnison will inbound with a new shot clock, but before they do so, 106 seconds left in this game. So the Broncos running out of time, down by 10. They call the timeout here. We'll take one ourselves and return for the last minute 46 of this ball game. It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Back live to Gunnison High School as we're back underway following the timeout. 1:40 left in this game now, and a 57-47 lead for the host squad. And now Tyson Tucker draws another foul right off the hop here. Keaton Ivins will register his third, I believe. No, they've got that as his fifth. I missed a couple fouls, I guess. No, I'm sorry, that is his third. And now the pass is high, intended for Tucker. This time Nielsen steals it away. And the Broncos have it stolen back in return. And quickly, Gunnison transition. Braxton Pickett had it in the corner, almost lost it. Now it comes to Tucker. He drives into the paint, and he's fouled by Jake Ivins. And that'll be Ivins' fourth, I believe. Yes, indeed. And so Tyson Tucker at the line now to shoot two, as that foul puts Gunnison in the bonus. So Tucker makes no mistake on his first. He has 17 points on the day. With this foul shot, he could tie R.J. Dally for the game lead. It is 58-47, make it 59, as Tucker does make those two with ease. So a 12-point lead again for the host Bulldogs. And San Juan at this point just out of time, nearing a minute to go. There's a nice drive by Jagger Neves. He's fouled as he goes up by Tucker, I believe. No, they're going to give another foul. No, it is Tucker, so that'll be his second. It'll send Neves to the line, and both teams are in the bonus now for the remaining 1 minute, 12 seconds. Neves will be shooting two right here. Broncos haven't been amazing from the line, today. Now just 9 of 16 as Neves misses that one. Second shot on the way, and that one's good. So he makes it 59-48, 1:12 still to go. And now we're back underway. San Juan pressing, and Coach Mooseman is going to call a timeout. with 1:09 to go to square them away on the San Juan press. Maybe get some other guys into this game, not sure. They may finish it off. Looks like they're going to finish it off with the players who've been out. So we'll pause a moment while we have a moment and let you know that High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part today by Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick a Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug and Boutique, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. And a huge thanks to all the sponsors who have made the broadcast possible this weekend, all season long, both in football and basketball. And we will thank you one final time during the close here in just a little while. We are nearing the end of this one. And it looks like San Juan is going to drop it here today in Gunnison. So they were victorious over North Sevier last night, but looks like the fortune is going to wear out here against Gunnison. And again, this team dealing with illness and other issues, just coming back off the Christmas break, just a little bit slow to get out of the gate in 2024. With a loss to Emory and now one to Gunnison here tonight. The Bulldogs with the basketball here in the offensive end. San Juan reaching in and fouling. That'll be Jake Ivins' fifth and final foul. So he will leave the game with 9 points for San Juan. And that'll also put Houston McDonald to the line for Gunnison. And at this point, I'm not sure why San Juan was fouling other than to just stop the clock. But with it being an 11-point lead, there really was no reason to foul anybody right there. We just slow the game down a little bit. McDonald's first shot on the way, rolls off. And one more shot forthcoming. McDonald does have 5 points in the game, so unless he adds one here, that's likely where he'll finish. And he does make the second of the two, so it's 60-48. Gunnison Valley, San Juan on the run. Anthony Doan hands back to Weston Jones to the right baseline, throws it into the middle. It's a turnover. Gunnison coming back this way now across the line. Zach Overly. And the shot clock is still on. There's about a 5-second disparity. Tyson Tucker has it for the Bulldogs. Drive to the bucket. Outweights the defense and finishes off the glass. 62-48. Now the shot clock is off. And Anthony Doan to the baseline. Underneath, bounces it off the glass and in. And now Gunnison Valley will inbound the basketball. 10 seconds left. The Broncos still pressing. Tyson Tucker gets the ball free. He'll just dribble over to the far sideline. And that's the way it's going to end. A 62-50 final this afternoon for the hometown Gunnison Valley Bulldogs over the visiting San Juan Broncos. San Juan will fall to 6-8 on the year. And 1-1 on this trip up to Sevier County and San Pete County as the student section does everything they can to demolish their stands here. That's a lot of fun, actually, jumping up and down. Student section has a lot of fun at the game. That'll be it for us during the broadcast. We're going to send it back to the studio and come back up to start the post-game show. Again, a 62-50 win for Gunnison Valley here this afternoon. Return with us to Gunnison Valley High School in just a moment. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Hi everyone, I'm Lieutenant John Young with the San Juan County Sheriff's Office. Our job is to protect and serve those who live in this great county we call home. Youth are a very important part of our communities. It is normal for children to become more independent and mature as they get older, but parental involvement drops by half between the 6th and 12th grade when our kids need us the most. To help stay involved and connected with your children, just ask the 5 W's. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who will you be with? When will you be home? And will there be drugs or alcohol? It's not being nosy, it's being a good parent. So come on, San Juan County. Let's do this.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Back live at Gunnison Valley High School one last time as we open up the high school hoops post-game show here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's a 62-50 loss for San Juan here today in Gunnison, rounding out, finishing off, if you will, a two-day trip up here to central Utah. Playing North Sevier last night and Gunnison today. Victory over North Sevier last night by 10 points and then losing by 12 here today to Gunnison. Let's look at the final stats. And again, just with our late start here this afternoon, some of my stats are definitely off, but we kind of get an idea. The Broncos ended up shooting 17 of 42 from the floor today for 41%. Gunnison Valley shot much better, 57%. They were 21 of 37 on the day. From inside the arc, I should say, Gunnison winning in that department as well, 13 of 22 for 59%. San Juan was 10 of 26 for 39%. From beyond the arc, Gunnison Valley on top in that department, 8 of 15 for 53%. San Juan was 7 of 16 for 44%. And from the free throw line, guess what? Gunnison also victorious there. They were 12 of 14, an outstanding day at the free throw line for 86%. San Juan was 9 of 17 for 53%. The Broncos out rebounding Gunnison 18-17. Again, these unofficial turnovers. The Broncos losing in that department. They had 7 turnovers to Gunnison's 4. San Juan and Gunnison both with 3 steals on the day. Gunnison Valley blocking 3 shots from San Juan, and San Juan with a couple of those. Individually, it was Tyson Tucker leading the way today for all scorers. He had 20 ultimately. Zach Overly helped out with 14. It was a 9-point day for Tice Hill, 7 for Jet Hill, and 6 apiece for both Braxton Pickett and Houston McDonald. 8 3-point baskets today, 3 of them for Tice Hill, a couple for Jet Hill. So the Hill boys shooting the lights out today. Zach Overly also had 2, and 1 3-point basket for Houston McDonald. And that really told the story early in the second half when the long-range shooting for Gunnison caught fire, and they really stretched a lead. That's when they established their 10-point-plus lead and basically held that for the rest of the game. They outscored San Juan 22-10 in the third quarter. For the Broncos, R.J. Dally led the way. All 18 of his points on 6 3-point baskets today. The only other 3 was from Jagger Neves. He finished the day with 7 points. Jake Ivins had 9. It was a 6-point day for both Keaton Ivins and Anthony Doan. And then, let's see, 2 each for Justice Black and Trip Palmer. I already called out the 3-point baskets. It looks like the team is probably closing things up in the locker room. I think we're probably going to do the same. I don't know. Coach Nielsen may run out here for a conversation, but I'm not really going to be able to do that on Stream Utah anyway. It would be radio strictly, so I think maybe we'll just bypass it this time, and we'll talk to him next week. We do have a midweek game next week as the Broncos will return to Sevier County and take on South Sevier. It's a lone game, so just an up and back here. We're going to come back to Richfield, through Richfield on to Monroe, and, of course, going to broadcast at South Sevier High School next Wednesday. That game, I believe, is set to tip at 7. Be sure to stay tuned to Red Rock 92 for updates on that. And we'll probably be able to get an update or a calendar even out in the San Juan Record in time for that one. The Record comes out Wednesday morning/afternoon, so you may get a chance to see that before that game, but not sure on that. At any rate, that's our next broadcast for San Juan. I know there's going to be some Monticello basketball as well, and I don't have that schedule right in front of me, but I believe they play on Tuesday next week, and so there's going to be some Monticello basketball on. Again, there's a lot of activity still going on this weekend, tons of wrestling, lots of basketball. Get out and support our local teams, and we'll give you a recap as we start the week after this weekend is all set and done on Red Rock 92, as I am officially back for the new year finally. It's tough to get caught back up, but and obviously these two broadcasts this weekend aren't going to win us any Emmys or anything like that, but we're going to try to get our legs back under us in the new year and get back in the swing of things. I think maybe our broadcasts are a representation of the way the San Juan boys are playing to start out the new year. So we're all going to have to get it back in gear. And so the Broncos will come home to lick their wounds, hopefully get healed up, and then come back to Sevier County to take on South Sevier next Wednesday, 7 p.m. tip, 6:30 pregame. Want to say thanks to everybody involved today, all the sponsors. You make the broadcast possible. We will hit you up by name here in just a minute. Thanks to Caleb Carr on Stream Utah side today. Thanks to all the listeners and the viewers. You're the reason why we do these. We're going to sign off and send you back to Classic Hits on Red Rock 92 at least. So until next Wednesday with the San Juan Broncos, have a great rest of your weekend, high school sports fans. High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, San Juan Building Supply, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telcom, Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.